Hey guys, so I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a collab with the beautiful LifeasDaisy. So we decided to do a collab focusing around the wonderful Lorac Pro 2 palette. She recently got this for her birthday. We are both January babies. I believe hers was January 2nd and mine's January 9th. So she got this palette and I got this palette at the end of last year, so we decided to work with this palette. So today I came up with a slightly dramatic look using the jade green eyeshadow and the silver, as well as a few others. I really do like this look. I do think it's more of a nighttime appropriate look, but I think it's really fun, and I haven't used the green shade very often out of this palette, so I thought it was a good idea to kind of go for it and to see what I could come up with. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Daisy's channel. She is a wonderful, beautiful, amazing girl. She is just so full of life and has a wonderful energy. She's very, very upbeat, and I hope you guys enjoy her video as well. I will leave it down below. I'm going to take my L'Oreal Lumi Magic Primer and I'm just going to pump this onto my foundation brush. And then I'm actually just going to pat this all over my skin. I'm going to take a pump of each of these foundations. This Almay one is too light for me, and this CoverGirl one is too dark for me. I'm going to go in with my Real Estate Matte and my e.l.f. Kabuki brush, and I'm only going to tap it on the center of my face where I tend to get really oily. I'm not going to apply concealer underneath my eyes right away, just in case there is any fallout from the eyeshadows, because I know these ones are slightly powdery and do have some fallout. And then of course I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm so sad that my beige eyebrow pencil is almost completely gone. Maybelline Brow Mascara. This combination is just amazing. It makes my brows look flawless. I'm going to go in with this cream eyeshadow base. This is from Flower and it's called Vine of the Times. It's just like a minty kind of green color. It's really, really pretty, and I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. I'm going to take that silver shadow and take it on the base eyeshadow brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to focus this in the center of my lid. I really love the color that it makes with the mint underneath. Kind of has like a metallic, almost slightly blue but still green hint to it. It is really, really pretty. I'm going to take this e.l.f. Defined Angle brush and I'm going to go in with the green on the palette, which is called Jade. It is a beautiful dark green with a little bit of golden shimmer in it. I'm going to take it on that angled brush. I'm going to focus this in the outer corner. This color is extremely pigmented, so be careful and just apply it very gently. You can build up the color if you want to, but I wouldn't apply too much on your brush since this one will have a lot of fallout, and since it is so pigmented, especially if you do your foundation first, you might have a problem. But I'm just applying this around where I applied that silver color. So on the outer corner and the inner corner, and then connecting it. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that green and just pop it on the lower lash line. After that, I'm going to take this clean Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques I don't want to add any extra product. I just want to blend out the product that is already on my eye. And I'm just going to blend that back and forth. I want to make sure that this doesn't look too harsh, and that's why I'm not applying even more eyeshadow. A little bit of light brown, and I'm just going to pop it on the same brush. I'm going to focus this in my crease just to kind of warm up the colors. Alright, next I'm going to go into the snowy white shade and the beige shade right next to it, and I'm actually going to mix them together. And then I'm going to apply them in my inner corner of my eye. These are really, really pigmented and will really brighten up that area. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that snowy shade just by itself and place it on the lower lash line, right where my pupil is. Alright, then I'm going to go in with my concealer. This one is by CoverGirl. I'm just going to make sure that that area is really bright, and if there is any fallout, this will help cover it up and get rid of any mistakes. And then I'm just going to go in with my finger and pat that in. I'm going to take this e.l.f. tone correcting powder, which is just a light translucent powder, and I'm going to dust it underneath where I applied that concealer, just to make sure that it stays bright, and also make sure that my concealer doesn't crease. I think I also just want to take a little bit of the concealer and dot it on my chin and in between my eyebrow, just to make sure that those areas are bright. And since there's so much concealer underneath my eyes, I want to kind of make sure that it all pulls together. And I actually might take a little bit on the tip of my nose, just to highlight those areas. I'm going to go in with a navy eyeliner. This one is called Midnight, and it's by e.l.f. So it's just a dark, dark blue eyeshadow. Why do I keep on saying eyeshadow? It's like eyeliner. And I'm just going to draw this along my lash line. And slightly flick it at the end. I didn't want to do classic black, even though you totally could. I just wanted to keep it kind of a little bit more subtle. I'm going to take this color Buff, which is like a skin tone color, and I'm going to buff out the edges once more of the eyeshadow, just to make sure that it doesn't look too harsh. You can totally add eyelashes if you want, but I'm simply just going to apply some mascara really quickly to my top and bottom lashes. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm going to go in with the bright pink shade. I'm going to just take a little tiny bit of it, so I'm going to take my e.l.f. kabuki brush and barely tap it on there. These are so pigmented, so you have to be extremely careful. See, even though I only applied a little bit, still really intense, so I'm just going to make sure to blend that out really well. I take this other blush, but I use it as kind of like a contour bronzer color. It is Sandalwood Beige by Revlon. Again, I'm just going to take it on the angle of the kabuki and just focus that like I would a contour, and just blend up onto my temples and my forehead, and then down the sides of my nose. What I'm going to do for my highlight is I'm actually going to take this beautiful beige shade right there, and I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to apply that. These eyeshadows are really beautiful, and I really like to use them as a highlight as well. I think my friend Jessica mentioned it once before, that this is a beautiful highlight, and it really is. I hope you guys can see. It is just so pretty. I really love how it looks. I'm also just going to take a little bit of that beige shade and apply it on my chin and the very center of my nose and on my forehead in between my eyebrows. As for lips, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Think Pink, quite a bright light pink, and it's really pretty. So since that's a little too bright and it is too matte for my liking right now, I'm going to take one of my favorite lip glosses called Flower in the shade Baby's Breath, which is just a really pretty pale peachy pink. And I'm just going to apply this on my lips, mainly focusing in the center. And I'm still not feeling that 100%, it's still a little too pink toned for me, so I'm going to neutralize it a little bit more with this L'Oreal Mauve shade, which is just a really gorgeous mauve nude. Alright, so I'm much happier with that lip color. I feel like it complements the blush a lot better and complements the cooler undertones of the eye look. And yeah, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to click the like button. And don't forget to check out Daisy's channel. She is a really amazing, sweet girl. And thank you so much for doing this collab with me, Daisy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!